Brickwork. A red brick wall, framed in timber beams and mortar, collects the last gold of November warmth on this lit morning. It hasn't rested, though idle all these years. A brick wall is stoic toil. Compare one to your mother. Or one afternoon when an old lean-to is removed from the back of a house, check the darker patch left there where sunshine did not abrade, and consider the original unfaded hue. That color is older than you. That color is the light from the same afternoon as your father's father's birth. On this corner, in this alley, in short glimpses left between plate glass and rolled steel, brickwork still dogs us on our hurry to the places we'll be meeting. Stone-faced, it gazes on the circus of weather, while the high wires whistle and gusts trapeze between corporate blocks and a bare patch of maples. It has composed itself in an ordered frieze of dignity. It wants nothing but to brace a roof or front 3/4 of a room. It would like to stay there, to be a kind of proof. Poem for King Kong. Smoggy day, the sky's soft palm. Skyscraper in it, so high, it unrolls a shadow blocks long and broken over rooftops. Gulls snicker up there, say hardy har, ha ha ha. Poor voyeur like us, nervous, a little turned on. Is it the corner ledge's view so tall and far, that knocks the breath right out of you? A drop like that won't fit the body well. Open wide, say ah. It's going to hurt a bit, this fog of love, homelessness, 100 floors of metal, glass, and carpet you're dropping past. O peripheral, nudged aside being, count them as you fall. The Turofsky collection. In one of Lou and Nat Turofsky's famous photos, it's a tight scrum in front of the Red Wings crease, Sawchuck on his pads, leaning forward, keen but anxious for the imminent outcome of jabs, shoves, slashes. The two teams manhandle the busy space between them, digging through shins for possession. The Leafs, 1 goal down, it's late in the third, have pulled their goalie, so now it's a rare chance to eyeball the 12 players all together, grappling inside the black and white frame of late 50s Toronto, while familiar names, Pulford, Howe, Mahovlich, Horton, fasten to each other, fully and presently tensed for the possible puck to snap out from those mangled inches of action. The referee in zebra jersey, splayed legs kinked at the knees, lips his whistle at the edge of whatever could have been, blunt potentials still pure from their not yet having occurred. Lou must have snapped this one, his dear brother dead, going on 3 years now. Hard after all that to arrive alone. Once the game's decided, he'll take it on the heel and toe, down to the studio on Queen Street, like they'd always done, have the prints ready for next morning's paper. This time next year he'll be gone, collapsed near the blue line boards, this picture the last of his pre-playoff seasons, nights puffing punch lily cigars, press camera in hand at the gardens. Most important here are the men's dark suits, the fancy hats of the women. They are taking their places in the stacked history of sport, graciously believing the determined tide must change to favor them while they linger there, as if dressed for dinner, breath held and attendant on the hoped snapshot we all would sit for, the sweeter memories amid so much loss. Scattered pinpoints of reflected light flash from their horn-rimmed glasses, signaling to us from the hard benches of the arena's receding decades. Distant stars, they hold the past and are probably gone. While back there, in the half-lit corridor of a minute's fraction that occupies space just beyond this photograph, Red Kelly will be the lucky one, first to control that loose puck off the scramble. Geez, he'll think. cheese, and sail its curt lump into the open abandoned net. Obvious we possess that truth at least. Detroit 4, Toronto 2. Poise, for Andrea Skillen. I see that steady beauty mark and hear your clear, dissenting voice say, "Oh, come on," as I scratch this note to you on a low, wet day in summer. You wouldn't want the fuss, I know, nor trust the souped-up sentiment. It's just I'm trying to arrange a parting batch of verse before we all get too disorganized, stray far apart, forget the dates of birthdays you'd have marked inside your calendar. Strange to think that in a certain numbered space you've stopped and we keep going on. If it scares me in the future that things we did might blur, get lost, as if you'd slipped off to a back room in a badly lighted bar with graying carpets. I equally know your footwork on the dance floor or that purple grin of lipstick will not escape remembering. Just as we won't soon forget that hospital bed, the undying laughter there, and you and Claire grown more beautiful with courage. The word I'm thinking of is poise. Why we'll miss you greatly in the years that come, and wonder what you'd say. Each semblance of your remembered wit, reminding us how whole years pass by without telling our friends how much we love them. So I'm telling them now. Idleness. Heart held inside here. Wait a while. What do you hear? Hardly anything, hardly anything. Silence is not tonelessness. Listen. Untie yourself from straight lines and money, traffic, grammar. Drift. There is another pace of us, a time to burn and a time to cool, and sometimes the cooling is better. Each thought be an hourglass, each whiskey tumbler a murky crystal that predicts you will sleep tonight even with all your heartbreak. There is the sky, 3 daubs of cloud, a bit of gossip among the leaves. The long afternoon a bicycle you can sleepily pedal. So what if you could have done, should have said, the persons you never were can't hurt you. Easy now. Sister. I'm still here, sister. You're there. I forgot. You were the subject we dropped all winter. Talk is your back. You've been seen around. They say the rate you're going, you're bound to burn up. Burn out. They want me to care. That dark day, I'm glad I won't be there to see it happen, or the terrible mess you'll leave with your wake. My selfishness, then, the trouble I'm turning a blinded eye to. Still, sister,